If you look at the big winners this year, autos feature on that list. So you have Tata Motors, Bajaj Auto, Maruti, that have all risen anywhere between 15 to 50% this year, as you can see on your screen. And last week was important because we had a lot of positive commentary come in both on the overall auto sector and on exports, which are picking up in a big way. So Ashok Leyland told us that they are very confident of the CV cycle up move continuing for the next 1 year. CEAT said that their market share in the passenger vehicle space is expected to rise from 15% currently to 20% in the next 3 to 4 years. And the auto companies are very bullish on the export market. So CEAT is now targeting 25% of revenues to come from exports versus about 18% currently. And Ashok Leyland said that exports will double in FY24. Aniket Mhatre, who is the analyst at HDFC Securities, who tracks this entire space closely, joins in now to give us more details on that. Aniket, once again, the focus is coming back on exports because of the resumption in most of these markets. But tell us, which are the biggest beneficiaries where the good news is not yet in the price?
Sure. Hi, good morning, Sonia. Thanks for having me on your show. So as far as exports are concerned, clearly, players like Bajaj Auto, TVS Motors, those are the guys who are the biggest beneficiaries because reasonable share of their top line comes from exports. And it has not yet played out for them for the simple reason that some of their key markets are yet to come back, right? If you look at Africa, it's not yet out of the woods. Even some of the markets like Middle East, they are still not doing that well. If you saw last week's news, the Naira has depreciated almost 30% plus, and that's not great news for exports retail demand, given that inflationary pressure will continue to remain very high in those regions. So these are the stocks where exports uptake has to yet play out, and once demand sort of normalizes, exports will come back for sure. But we will, it's not going to happen in a quarter's time for sure.
Okay, so exports will take some time to perhaps pick up again. Aniket, hi, morning. But just looking at the domestic market, I think what we saw in the month of May was extremely strong sales trends across OEMs, for the domestic market at least. So what is, just looking at the price action as well, because, you have to look at everything in context of where the stock already is.
Yeah.
Are you better off playing two-wheelers now, or let's say a stock like Maruti or M&M on the four-wheeler side, does that offer enough opportunity as well?
Right. So if you look at the auto space, passenger vehicles have been doing better, right, in terms of demand perspective. Order backlogs for players like Maruti and M&M both are very strong. M&M has an order backlog of close to 300,000, and even Maruti has a similar order backlog at the moment with them. So players like these will continue to outperform peers, given that they have a very strong launch pipeline with them. You would know Maruti is now already launched the Fronx and Jimny. They have already a good order backlog, and now they're talking about the Invicto launch in July. So strong order backlog for these companies will mean they will continue to outperform peers. Coming to two-wheelers, clearly rural demand is not as well out of the woods. If you look at Hero MotoCorp, they have grown just 4% in April plus May. And they have sort of underperformed the overall other peers. So 100cc category has still not come back clearly. 125cc and above is still doing reasonably better off. And that's where our topic in the two-wheeler spaces. TVS Motors is what we like in two-wheelers. If you look at commercial vehicles, clearly demand momentum is seen to be decelerating gradually, clearly over as the base has sort of normalized, right? Last 2 years, we have seen a very strong comeback from commercial vehicles. And this year, most of the OEMs are expecting a single digit to just about a 10% volume growth in CVs, which is what we are also building in. So our sense is best of the CV cycle is behind us at the moment, and hence we don't like the CV names as yet.
Okay, you don't like the CV names as yet. Got it. Just coming back to that rural discussion for a bit, we also heard from SkyMed that there is a deficit in the monsoons, especially in the state of Maharashtra for the month of June. And you've recently downgraded Hero MotoCorp to a reduce from a buy. Is that your primary concern, that the slowdown in the monsoon would sort of have the ripple effect on sales as well? Or is Hero in any case struggling because of competition and, inability to gain market share in certain segments?
Sure. Thanks. So, as far as this predictions from SkyMed is concerned, clearly it's, to be honest, too early for us to comment around a monsoon, because we have seen monsoon sort of pick up with a lag and then sort of come back, and rural will come back if monsoon is normal. So, a delay in monsoon may not be the critical factor at the moment, unless, of course, there is a monsoon deficit overall, which we will have to later look at things. We will continue to monitor that. That's not our primary concern on Hero for that matter. Our primary concern on Hero has been the fact that the 100cc category has been underperforming, and motorcycle market seems to be shifting away from its forte, which is the 100cc, to 125 and above. If you look at last 3-4 years, the 100cc category from a contribution of 58% has come down to 51% as of FY23, and the 125 and above segment, or specifically talking about 125, it's gone up from 18% to 26% in the last 4 years. And Hero MotoCorp's market share in 125cc category has fallen from almost 50% plus to now 20% in FY23. So his inability to recover back share in a market which is growing, that is our primary concern in Hero MotoCorp. And the second bigger concern clearly is the fact that Honda is now looking at launching a product in the 100cc, which is his clear forte, right? Shine 100cc has been launched in his 3 big markets, northern markets, which is Rajasthan, UP and Bihar. And that can have a reasonable impact on Hero's numbers, is what we believe. So, yeah, so those are our primary concerns on Hero.
Okay, all right. We'll have to, let you go on that note. We're heading into the market opening, but appreciate your thoughts entirely. Thanks a lot, Aniket, for joining in.